introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies first found an identity with grit and grind. As a rookie, Jaren Jackson cut his teeth alongside Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. And he said, now it's next gen, but it's still the same sort of mentality. We take defense seriously. That's our staple. And when you do that, you usually win. Guys?
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, D.A. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. And for Memphis, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Bullock. Shot from 12. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Morant. Here's Bane. The pass to Brooks. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Shot clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Charity stripe shot, and Doncic gets it to go.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it. How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. He lobs it up.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Morant against Doncic. Adams trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. it gets them going.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Now an MVP caliber player, Doncic's drive is evident. I mean, he's somebody that wants to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he's well on his way based on what he's done thus far.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And Dallas with a change here too. Dinwiddie's checked in. All free throws good from Doncic. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Jackson. And here's Anderson. To the middle. And there's Jackson on the assist by Anderson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? He uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Dinwiddie finds Doncic. The rebound by Anderson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jackson. That one misses. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Bullock. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Conchar comes in for Brooks. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Bertans comes in for Doncic. And it's Brown in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Conchar. No good on the shot. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Melton. Dinwiddie kicks to Bertans. Back to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Brown drives in. Good D by Anderson. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Melton passes to Anderson. Here's Clark. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by Melton. Bertans passes to Kleber. Dinwiddie up top. He's covered by Anderson. The rebound by Anderson. Pass to Melton. Launches a 3. Here's Clark. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you gotta use it.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring, but Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor.
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
Jones is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Williams. And it's Conchar in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And stolen by Williams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Bertans in the post, working on Jones. Bertans can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 6. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Here's Jones. No good there. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Mavericks trailed by 6.
And Dinwiddie's very cerebral.
And you know what, Greg? I love what he said. I mean, he said, I think there's a difference between internal confidence and situational confidence. That's a beautiful, profound statement. He believes in himself regardless of his environment and attributes that belief to his upbringing and his family support.
Clark, the pass to Conchar. And that one is good. Conchar's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
He takes it in. That one drops for him. Bertans got 4 points in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
To the left wing. Pass to Conchar. And the layup falls. Conchar's got the lead back up to 6 now for Memphis.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Williams. Baines checked in for John Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Bertans. Reggie Bullock comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. Adams dishes to Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Goes up to the stripe. Another shot. Here's Adams. Out to Brooks. The pass to Bain. The 3 from Morant. The shot that time not on target. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Dallas moving the ball around. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Bain passes to Brooks. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Adams. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Powell.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Got a piece of it. Adams, right side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And another miss by Memphis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Finney Smith. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot. Brooks with no one around. No good on the 3. To the inside. And the rejection by Jackson. It's a tie game in Memphis. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, for the Grizzlies, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Morant. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. We've got Doncic. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Reggie Bullock is out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Here's Brunson. The teardrop falls in. Brunson's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Down low, here's Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first
And
personal
between
foul.
his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Jackson hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Passes to Brunson. Back to Doncic. Here's the teardrop, and he gets it to go. Doncic has got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Feeds it to Jackson. Shoots over Powell, and it's off the back rim. No good. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Here's Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league. And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dawson, South Carolina.
Here's Bane. Brunson covering. Bane, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Doncic outside. Teardrop shot. And the rejection by Jackson.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Bane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Williams, he's checked in for Steven Adams. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the basket by Jackson.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
The drive by Doncic. The second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 8 points.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Doncic against Jones. The turnaround. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jones has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he knocks down the first one. Anderson, he's checked in for Bane. And Dallas with a change here, too. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Doncic. And so he makes both from the line. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jackson against Kleber. Memphis moving it around. Here's Melton. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jones. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Anderson can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 4. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jackson up top, Leba defending. Here's Melton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Melton's got his second bucket. The Mavericks have gone somewhat subpar, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Jackson against Dinwiddie. Pass to Brunson. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 5 now.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Melton. Now Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the pass to Bertens. For the lead, he blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas leading by just 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Kyle Anderson is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Morant. And it's Brooks in the small forward position. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Passes it to Melton. Brooks with it. Back to Melton. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Dinwiddie passes to Powell. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Melton. Kicks it to Morant. Adams down low. Tries again, and the layup is good. Adams has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Finney Smith. Pass to Dinwiddie. He kicks it to Brown. Pocket 6. A 3-ball. Got a hand on it.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second-rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Baines checked in for Memphis. And Dallas also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooks outside. For three. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Here's Powell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent powering through the contact.
Here's Morant. Goes back up. They shoot again. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for Dallas. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Morant bats for 2. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
A good look from Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're behind by 5. 1:58 left here in the 4th quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. Memphis the rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
Here's Morant. And it's good, 2 points.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Doncic, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Brooks against Powell. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Dallas. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Davis Bertans comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Green, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Now, here's Melton. Not a lot of room. Here's Culver. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Trey Burke.
Here's Conchar. Here's Tillman, guarded by Marjanovic. Melton, no good. Now Burke. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. And we got to keep going like that.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.